Hello, listeners. You are tuned into 91.2 MHz community radio of Uttarakhand Open University. Hello, Haldwani. Today, we mark the enduring presence of poetry in our everyday lives, a presence that is subtle yet profound. The role of poetry in everyday life. Poetry is not confined to the pages of anthologies or the walls of classrooms. It breathes with us, accompanies us, and gives voice to our deepest emotions. As William Wordsworth observed, poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. It takes its origin from emotions recollected in tranquility. This definition reminds us that poetry springs from life itself, and in turn, it illuminates life. In moments of joy, poetry becomes celebration. A wedding song, a festive hymn, or a simple couplet shared among friends can crystallize happiness more vividly than prose. Shakespeare captured this transformative power when he wrote in A Midsummer's Night Dream, the poet's eye in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. Poetry lifts joy beyond the ordinary, turning fleeting emotions into timeless memories. In times of grief, poetry becomes solace. When language falters, poetry steps in to articulate sorrow and joy. Alfred Lord Tennyson, mourning his friend, wrote in his In Memoriam, "'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all." Such lines remind us that grief is universal, that others have walked the same path, and that words can hold our tears with dignity. Poetry does not erase grief, but it helps us endure it. In moments of reflection, poetry becomes meditation. It slows us down, invites us to look inward, and offers wisdom in compact form. Rabindranath Tagore in Gitanjali wrote, "Let my thoughts come to you, and when I am gone, like the afterglow of sunset at the margin of starry silence." His words remind us that poetry teaches us to notice the world, to question ourselves, and to find meaning in the ordinary. Emily Dickinson expressed this intensity when she said, "If I feel physically as if the top of my head were taken off, I know that is poetry." Reflection through poetry becomes revelation. What makes poetry indispensable in everyday life is its ability to condense vast emotions into a few words. A single metaphor can bridge the personal and the universal. P.B. Shelley declared, "Poets are the unacknowledged legislators of the world." Their words shape not only our emotions but also our societies, reminding us that poetry is both intimate and transformative. In India, Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India, echoed this truth when she wrote, "Cover mine eyes, O my love, mine eyes that are weary of bliss." Her lyrical voice shows how poetry can capture both ecstasy and exhaustion, both the heights and depths of human experience. As we reflect today, let us remember that poetry is not distant nor abstract. It is present in lullabies sung to the children, in prayers whispered in temples, in slogans shouted out in the protest, and in verses scribbled in diaries. Poetry accompanies us in every stage of life, celebrating joy, consoling grief, guiding reflection. That is why poetry remains timeless. It speaks to the heart, and the heart never stops needing words. In joy, it celebrates. In grief, it consoles. In reflection, it guides. Poetry is, in truth, the language of life itself. Thank you for joining with me today. Until next time, stay curious, stay compassionate, and let every bear buddy celebrate poetry.